Here's how to use the gouge check feature in NX. Once you have some toolpaths made, the common way to check your program is by using verify here. But another way is you can check the toolpath using gouge check. So for instance, we have this profile 3D toolpath here. It's done and it's complete and we think it's good. Well, we can go ahead to this check toolpath button and select it. Then typically I will use the automatic gouge check function. That way it uses the stock to leave value or gouge check stock value from the toolpath. I uncheck this pause on first gouge or collision, and I also uncheck this stop when limit reached button. I want to see all of the gouges all at once in one clean display. So once this is set, I'm going to go ahead and say okay. It's going to ask me this question. I'm going to say that's okay. We can continue. Then it gouge checks this pop-up. We can just get rid of it right now. I'm not worried about that. But we can see here in the toolpath report that there are no findings. Our toolpath is all green here. It looks good, no issues. So we can say, okay, we know that's a good toolpath. But in the instance that it's not, let's go ahead and put a value here, and then we will generate this. So I just pushed the tool 100 thousandths deeper into the part in the z-axis. So in theory, this should be gouging. If we go ahead and say check toolpath now, we can just leave our settings the exact same as the previous and say okay. Once again, we'll just hit continue. I'm not worried. And I'll close this pop-up box. I'm not worried about it. But in our toolpath report now, we can see here that under gouge check, there are two findings. This go-to move, and you can see that it's red. And this go-to move, you can see it's red. Now, if we zoom in, you can see that the tool is now gouging the part right here. So sometimes, if your settings are not correct and verified, it's possible that you could miss a gouge. And by simply doing the gouge check or check toolpath function, you might be able to find gouges that you may have previously missed.